Tomazzi Entertainment.
What Up News?
Good afternoon, and now we're dealing with Philip Luntz and D-Laps and Doc. We're talking about computer things. That's pretty good.
I didn't really enjoy that game too much, to be honest. I felt that it made you pay for like the cool characters. You know, like they basically had I buy the game when they have a free weekend for all the DLC, right? So I think all the characters in the game. So I'm enjoying this game actually. And then all of a sudden I get a note saying, "Hey, all that was free. The characters you like to use cost money. We want more money. We want $10 a character."
You know what?
It's
That's
like,
funny because
what?
on
Go
PS4 we
fuck
didn't even
yourself.
get that option. That was a special deal that Microsoft made with Turtle Rock Studios. Or 2K, I guess it would be, right? So that Xbox was the preferred platform or whatever. They had some sort of backdoor deal with Microsoft on it and shit, right? So you should be thankful that you got a free preview. No, none of us got any
It
of that
should be
preview
free
shit.
anyway. Those characters should
They were
be
made
built
after the
into
game came out. People bought the game without those characters.
No, they didn't. They're
They did so.
clearly
They bought the game
designed
with-
in the game. And when you see it, they're on the disc.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No.
Yes, they are, man.
You're talking about the extra because you get 3 characters per class. You just have to
Yes,
unlock them by playing with the first guy. So
there's
maybe
no-
they were
no,
all
no, no.
unlocked for you.
No, yeah, everything was unlocked. I used the bug dude. I don't know what's his name is, but I used that
Oh,
bug
okay,
dude.
yeah. So he was tier 4.
Yeah,
so
and
he would have been out then, yeah.
So they want money to
Tier
use
5
that
wasn't
character.
out at that point though. So
All
you
the
probably
other
should have bit.
characters blow. Half the monsters blow. It's just I don't know. I felt
Characters that are very first unlocked when you first buy the game.
yeah.
All the competitive people are actually using them because they do like the most damage and they're the most straightforward killing
Easy to
machines,
use,
right? Like
yeah.
the other ones, they had to start getting creative, right? And they have like a balancing act. So it seems like they're really powerful until you play as them and you're like, oh my god, like that thing this other guy had really fucking was a lifesaver and shit, right?
No, I'll be honest. Like if
It's
everybody
like
does their job,
paper rock scissors in that
it's
game,
a pretty
right?
decent game. You
There's
know?
there's no one's better than the other, so the game's broken. It's paper beats fucking rock,
Yeah, I
right? It doesn't
understand that,
doesn't
yes.
make paper broken or rock broken.
I understand that, yes, and honestly, if it works right, when everybody does their job, it does
Yeah,
work right.
for
Like
sure.
when the
It
hero
is,
heals,
yes. And when this guy does the trapping, this guy does the
People use
the
their
tracking.
Yeah, see.
Yes, it works great. Everyone does their job, but it's like 1 out of the 10 times that happens.
That's like dungeons in World of Warcraft, same thing.
Yeah.
You got a
But
guy's
that's
a
what-
tank, they gotta go in
Right.
and do it, be a tank, right?
Right. Well, that's the nice thing about this game. If you're finding trouble playing with teammates that everybody's acting stupid, you go and change and you be the monster. Now you know that these guys are disorganized and shit.
Yeah, perfect
And
opportunity.
that's perfect opportunity to try out a new monster that you're not very good at. Or
No,
something,
that's
right?
exactly the convenient time where everybody knows what they're doing and they take it down.
No, that's what happens to me
Yeah,
a lot.
it's like,
Yeah,
I said,
everybody's
it's a
level
man.
40, and they got like because like you have your base level for your character, but then you also have to get your skill points up for each guy, right? So if you only play as the same character every single time, you can get one character super powerful before you're even the full level, right?
I know,
And all your
yeah.
other guys suck. So when you're playing online against these pre-made teams where all 4 buddies join up, they have all their characters fully fucking souped up before they're high level. So you're like a level 20, all your characters are like 1 star. They're level 20, but they're playing with only their 4-star characters, right? And you just fucking, like you say, you just feel like fucking a little helpless baby or a little seal.
Oh,
and they're clubbing you, man. You're just like,
Most of the time, even if all 4 are working, the monster
Uh.
is totally more powerful. He can just devour everybody, like literally.
No,
like
man, playing as the monster, I'll tell you, like, especially with, like, the first tier medic, she's got a tranquilizer gun. You fucking trank that monster. I've killed everybody on the team. The medic's the only one left. I'm like, fucking sweet. She's dead. She's got nothing. She can't even hurt me. She's got this little fucking sniper rifle, barely does any damage. I could not fucking catch her, man. She ran out the whole 2-minute timer until her team respawned by just tranquilizing me and fucking jetpacking away, tranquilizing me. I'm like, you motherfucker, just slow motion, just trank me.
Yeah, I sold my copy. Yeah.
Really?
But honestly, it does sound like a sweet game. Now that you describe it, the way the game you're describing sounds awesome.
Watch some of my gameplay
Where the fuck
videos.
is that game?
You gotta watch some of my videos, man. I'm
Oh,
telling
yeah?
you, because you look on there. I'm almost thinking about making a tutorial because I
I
think
know,
that's the
man.
main thing. People go in there, they play with people who don't know what they're doing, or they don't even know what they're doing. Because I know when I play with a new character that I haven't used before, I'm like, this guy fucking sucks. What the fuck's with it? But then I'm
They
like,
figure it
oh, I wasn't doing this right the whole time, right? And it takes you like a while. Like, there's 12 characters at the beginning. You could probably spend at least 10 hours learning each character and leveling them up, right? So there's definitely a lot of content there. People are
there's a
like,
lot
no,
of
there's not
content.
content.
I
But
don't know.
now there's
I
20
didn't enjoy
characters,
my
right?
time when I
Actually,
played it.
24
I found
because
it
they brought out another
boring.
4 free characters.
Like
There's
the
variations.
teammates I had were always stupid and they never did their job, and I was always stuck with the same person unless that I had that bug. But I was always stuck with like.
Well, you
I
would
think
be.
the medic. The medic
You would
is I
be
was
because
stuck
you
with,
have to
yes.
level, or yeah, because also you have to level up each character before you unlock the next one, right? So you have to at least get to 1 star on each of your things before you unlock the next character, because they want you to figure out, not give up the mechanics too quickly. They stick you with one character after you've leveled them up. It only takes, if you know, after you figure out the mechanics, it takes like 2 rounds to do it.
Yeah.
To get to 1 star, and then you get the next one, and then you get the next one in each tier, right? So it kind of gradually introduces it, instead of dumping you in and giving you all these characters, you would never figure
forces
any
you
of
to
them out.
do all the different characters too, which I like.
Yeah,
Kinda,
well,
you know what I mean?
yeah, it opens them up and it makes you want to try that next
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
It makes that one feel special all of a
Yeah,
sudden,
yeah,
so you
yeah,
want to try
yeah.
it.
Titanfall kind of had the same thing. They forced you to do the regen. Every time you wanted to regen, you had to do these challenges to get the requirement to regen, right?
See, that was all platforms game, wasn't it?
That was that was Xbox One and 360. That was just
See, like it's not
Yeah, we didn't get it
anything
because
else.
that was the one game that
and PC. It was on PC as well.
I think that's the one game that I looked at that I was like, I could actually, if I had that on PS4, I would probably buy that, right? Because
It's an
I
awesome
love the
game.
sci-fi shit. I'm a
Yeah.
big sci-fi guy.
Yeah,
The
me
story
too.
was terrible, but the gameplay itself was really fun. They didn't have enough in it. Like, they didn't have enough weapons, didn't have enough perks, they didn't have enough... When you leveled up to past 30, there's nothing new they give you.
Well, that's
So-
the thing with Evolve too, is you can't change your weapons if you're one character. Like the character is the weapon, right? Like it's class based, so that's
Yeah.
why they give you different characters.
I
Every
think that's
character has a
another reason
different
why I
set of
didn't like
weapons,
it too
right?
much. Like, I
You can't
want...
customize and
want
say I want that
variety,
grenade
yeah.
and this, boom, boom, boom. It's like your class has this. You gotta. But like I said, it's paper rock scissors. If they let you choose all of that, shit gets way too unbalanced, right? But they've spent so
You know
much
what?
time. They're so active with the community. Like we
I
always
kind
give
of
feedback.
want an
They're always doing
unbalanced
patches.
fucking game. Like, I really miss the day... You remember Far Cry? Like, I think it was Far Cry
Fucking
2?
love it.
Yeah, man, Far Cry, I don't know if it was 2, but it was on the 360, Instincts or some shit. And that game, man, the multiplayer was insane because you get power-ups and you can move like a bullet, you can jump super high in the air. Like, I miss power-ups in games. Why? I wish Call of Duty would have power-ups.
Hey
You know what I mean?
man, Evolve has power ups. You go
I-
around,
yeah,
you,
so
you, go
Jesus
around the
Christ.
level.
You really like
I'm
your
gonna-
Evolve.
that's what this
You
is
see
about.
people,
That's what this
This guy
conversation's
loves
about right now.
Evolve.
That's
All
the
he's
whole
going to talk about
conversation
is
is,
Evolve.
That's the game.
Evolve's
yeah.
the best. Make sure you buy Evolve.
And add Philly Blondes.
No.
I think that the fact that 2K, everybody kind of picks on Turtle Rock. It's 2K. 2K is a bunch of greedy bastards. I'm not going to deny that. They're fucking
They're
the
doing
ones
just
who are
fine.
publishing it and shit, right? And they had the idea, like, selling all these skins right on day one was a big mistake.
Oh, yeah.
Announcing them beforehand, they should have
Yeah.
done like what The Witcher did. The Witcher had their DLC ready day one. Don't fucking kid yourself and think it took 7 days after launch for them to finish that fucking... What was the first DLC
yeah,
they gave, like a
like,
fucking hat or something? That shit was
I
all
wouldn't
done
compare that,
beforehand,
though.
and they gave it out for free afterwards to make themselves seem like good guys. Oh, look, we have content right at launch, but we're going to drip feed it to you for a couple of weeks to drag out the publicity that we're such nice guys. This shit should have been included in the game. It was fucking done.
Dude,
It could have been on the disc before
Those
it went
60
gold.
free DLC
Right?
you get with Witcher 3 were awesome. And it was cool that they did that. And honestly, that's how
Do you
publishers
think that
should
that's
do
how
it.
they enticed a bunch of people to buy the game as well, right?
They were playing.
yeah.
They were playing on the publicity or bad publicity that others were getting at the time, and said, "Look, this is what we can do. It's not going to cost us anything. It's like little shit that we were going to put in the game anyways.
It was probably
Let's
in
make
the
a
game
big
to
deal
begin
about
with,
it."
and they pulled it out. You know what I mean? That's also another possibility. It was in the original
Yeah, it's possible.
development game, right?
And they just chose a
And they
list of things
they
and
took
said,
it
you know,
out.
let's drip feed them this.
Yeah.
one
But let's
item at a
also be
time.
honest. This was
Yeah.
EA. They would have took those 16 piece of DLC, made it
Would've been
into one
$10 a
pack,
pop.
and it would have been $10 for the whole thing. So
Yeah.
okay, well that's our discussion about Evolve. Hopefully you enjoyed that. If you did, please leave a comment below, a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel.
Next time we might actually talk about the game a little bit more than the politics surrounding it.
Yeah, maybe. That's a good point.
Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay video. That's Philly Blunds right there.
Yeah, Philly Buns kicking ass, doing what he does.
You can check me out on my own channel. There's just Philly Blunds, but you gotta figure out how
But
to
there's
spell it
3
on
of
your
them.
own.
But there's 3 of them, so you got to figure out which one's him.
You just fish around,
Yeah, you fish around.
You'll get it in time.
All right. Thank you, and ciao.